wonderful.
Good.
I am wonderful.
My screen froze up again.
Yeah.
I guess we are recording here. Yay!
Yes, I'm recording too. Yay.
Good.
Let's see who's missing
Thank you,
in action. Who I need to add somebody first. Bernadette. Did I lose you guys? I can't
I hear you.
No?
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're being quiet.
My screen is frozen again.
Oh, happy birthday, Erica.
Happy birthday, thank you.
I don't see you. I don't see your face though.
My screen froze up.
Anyway. Hi, I can't see anybody. There's no screen.
Hi,
FaceTime.
Hi, Diana.
Hi,
Hi,
Diana.
Judy.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
I see Diana.
Diana.
Hey, Bernadette.
Hi, are you okay?
Hey, Bernadette.
Hiya, Judy.
Hi,
Hi,
Bernadette. Yes.
Hiya, Yuri.
Bernadette.
Hey,
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Bernadette.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm just eating a nice lolly.
Oh, I see Dee. Hi. Peter. Everybody.
Hi, Yuri.
Hi,
Esther.
Esther.
I see her.
Esther. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Esther.
Hello.
Alexandra.
Julie.
Hi, Bernadette.
Hi, Julie. I always get mixed up with Judy. I don't know why.
I hope that we haven't had our normal impromptu calls anymore. What have you been doing?
Oh, yeah.
There's
it's
a word,
She's
and it's called change.
change.
Change. Yes.
She's falling down on the job.
Watching Star Trek.
It's the major benefit of becoming master. That's a huge point.
Hey, let's see. Bonnie's here today.
Yay,
Yeah.
Bonnie. Where are you? I don't see you.
Where is she? Hiya, Diana.
Oh, hi, Donna. Hi,
She was
Hector.
here.
Dana.
Who else I haven't spoken to?
Is
She
Hector
came and
here?
she saw and she left.
Hi,
I saw her
Hector.
come in.
Oh, we never see Bonnie.
I hope she's not getting bumped like she usually does.
She is getting.
Poor Bonnie.
Yeah.
Stinks.
She's doing
Where's
her
Bonnie?
normal thing.
I don't see her face.
She keeps. We
It's
never.
our
Oh,
name.
Wendy. I see Wendy.
Wendy
I
Posey is not coming. She is working.
Delgado
I
or
see Hector.
Wendy Post?
Hi, Wendy.
Wendy Delgado's
Yes.
here. Yes.
Judy. Oh, I like
Hi,
Judy's
Wendy.
t-shirt.
Hi, Ellen.
Trying one more time to ring everybody. And
Nice to see you guys.
Yeah,
Nice to
nice
see
to
you.
see you.
In
Are you
your car.
driving?
No, my husband is.
Oh, good.
Oh, I thought you
Good.
were.
Oh, good.
Good for safety.
I'm passenger.
Okay, that's good.
But my car is opposite than yours, so I would be in the driver's seat in your country.
Yeah, that's why I was worried.
Yeah.
Sort of like spacing out, looking at me, you know.
I say.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Hey, Harry.
Hey, Harry.
Harry.
Hey, Harry.
hey, what a nice kid. Boy, you made
Alexandra.
Yeah, Alexandra.
Hello.
Hey, Alex.
Hi.
We have a big group today.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
It's
getting
Oh,
bigger.
Donna.
Yes. The holiday.
Hi.
It's the
Okay,
22nd significant, Peter.
Peter, looks like this is our whole group. Nobody else seems to want to come.
Where's Bonnie?
Okay.
I don't
Bonnie
see.
keeps.
I've never
I
seen
see her
Bonnie.
name. I've never
She
seen
came,
Bonnie.
but she is saying she's connecting to a blocked contact
she-
them. I must
she's
be on
always
the blocked list.
blocked. It's always blocked.
Hiya, Donna.
And
Done.
Hoggy not coming.
We're going to do this differently.
All right.
The posts this week are the most powerful yet you've ever had.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
And therefore, we're going to start out with questions. And then later on, I'll fill in the questions that weren't asked.
Well, I have a question, but it's connected to a little bit of a story. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yesterday, I was with Sandra, and we were down at her assisted living facility, and she ran in the door and got me for an emergency, and I flew down the hall to this wonderful lady I know very well, and she had a severe nosebleed. And I'm thinking, wow, blood. And so I'm doing my nurse thing. And eventually we decided that it was still going. I thought, well, it probably has to be packed. So we called for an ambulance, and we're doing all our normal routine, getting her into the ambulance. And Sandra's getting, giving them the papers. And I'm saying, her doctor is so-and-so. And then to keep her morale up, because I'd been talking to her saying, wow, this is a new experience for you. You've never had this before. And she's almost 90. And she said, yes, it is a new experience. I said, but you're handling it just fine. Your vital signs are stable and you're doing great. Of course, there was blood everywhere. But anyway, when they were lifting her up into the ambulance, the EMS people, the senior one turned around to me and she said, I even wrote it down because it was so remarkable. She said, I have never been here before. This is my first time. This place is magical. I mean, magical. Everybody looks so good. What do y'all do?
Wow, that's positive.
And Sandra and I looked at each other, and you could just hear it, quantum.
Yay!
Awesome, Sandra. That's what we were thinking. But was that lady that said all that, was she a quantum plant?
Hey, we are all quantum. Period. So every one of us is from quantum. We spent 5,000 supercycles before we even became multiples. Now, you've heard me say those words many times, but they're not registering on your consciousness, because your consciousness will never understand that. Never.
No.
So that's what you're experiencing. We're all quantum. Now let's go to the next thing. Blood. Right? Blood is part of the body. You, 33.
Hello.
Chili's.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello, I see Peter. I see Natalie.
How are you, Jelly?
Hi, I'm just fantastic, magnificent, wonderful, happy, joyful. How are you?
The same.
It's a beautiful day.
Well, it is, and Jan just shared with us an experience with the blood, and it's all one. And this person, blood, had a blood experience, and the question is, are they a quantum plant? Well, we're all quantum plants. And we're all one.
Yes.
And all we've done is add the word multiple.
Yes.
Now, every one of us is unique. And we've been learning with the planets.
Yes.
But guess what?
What?
Once we're quantum, we don't need planets.
No, we don't need planets.
Correct. Because all we need are two. What is a point person? Point person is two.
Mm-hmm.
And the one is either quantum singularity or quantum form.
Right.
Point person is two. 1, 2.
And that's the team?
And that's the team. So the team always changes. But no planets are required anymore. Because instead of planets, we use each other.
Yes.
And that doesn't happen until we cross the threshold. And then it's gradual.
Yes.
For example, for a few days, Noreen kept asking me, did I need any help with the letters that are small? And I said no. And he said, kept asking. And then one day, in about 6 hours, between the two of us, we had more than the 164. Remember that, Noreen?
Yes.
And just happened. He was ready, I was ready, and we did it.
Well done.
Yay.
264 would have been the next stop. You know that because of fractals.
Right.
And it was too many. See, part of simplicity is enough. More is not better. Actually, more is worse. More is human.
Less is better.
The right amount is,
Yes.
and it's always different. So that is 2. 2 is for quantum only. You've been through enormous training in the 1,000 interconnected planetary systems. And you don't need planets.
Someone up that works here.
Okay.
Pardon me?
It's Harry.
Sir?
Okay.
So that's a big deal. The 2 has nothing in it of normal. It's simply where you are in your return to quantum. And 2, getting together and doing quantum things. And they know so much because quantums really know everything. The trick is to be able to communicate. But you're all learning and reconnecting to your magnificence. Therefore, you are becoming quantum. Therefore, you are a 2. 1, 2. So, any questions about that? Because that was one of the things I'm going to talk about. Sure.
So,
we don't refer to planets anymore, and planets are plasmic, aren't they, Peter?
Bernadette, the more you practice, the better you get. See, there's nothing digital. Nothing digital. And digital is all about samples and gaps, right? Samples and gaps. When you want high resolution, you do lots of sampling. When you want low resolution, you reduce the number of samples. So when you reduce the number of samples, your gaps are bigger, and there's all kinds of places to hide. And what you hide, you've used your thought, your consciousness, your brain, and your mind. A lot of it is wrong. It's just plain wrong. But if you can't recognize the delay that thought, brain, mind, and consciousness have, you are instant with your consciousness, with your quantum. You have a delay with your consciousness, brain, mind, and thought. As you practice more and more, you're going to recognize that.
Yes.
Until then, you get tricked.
Yes.
Now, what about the trickster? Well, the trickster keeps you thinking it's right, because it tricks you by not using truth, or taking you to a certain part where you don't know for yourself what the truth is, because you don't fully understand the 1,000 truths, which have each been tested. So you get tricked. And the trickster uses quantum entanglement. There's no delay. So your antidote to the trickster is the 1,000 quantum truths. So that's how everything relates. But when you look at it in its simplicity, it really is simple. So I'm laughing myself because I basically have shared everything. But you've got everything you need. You have truth, and you have the opposite, false. Right? Trickster and 1,000 truths. Then you have mastery, which is basically everything of energy. The energy configurations are enormous. You have 3 egos. You have the trickster. You have the planets. You have what the planets impel. And sometimes the planets are continuous, and sometimes they aren't. For example, the reason I knew the stock market stuff I was doing is I hit a condition that only occurs once every 13,500 years. And so that put me all the way back to Atlantis with the 40 coming years not being turned into model because I didn't have any stock market history for 13,000 years ago. And I had two partners. And I told them to the day when the model would break down. I said it would break down on June 9th, 2001. It did. To the day.
Gosh.
So he said, "Oh, but it works." So I said, "It doesn't." And July 3rd, I pulled out. And they said, "Well, can we use all the software?" I said, "Sure." But by September 1st, they pulled out.
September what, Peter?
Hmm?
What happened in September?
9/11.
That was 2001.
Humans try, and then they give up. So they kept trying because we were making up to 6% per day. I mean, it was absurd.
Were you talking about June 9th, 2009 or 2001?
2001.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, the dot-com bubble, yes.
Yes.
I was in the middle of it.
Ah.
Yeah, and then 9/11 happened.
Yes.
And that got arrested.
You did what?
That got everybody's attention.
Oh, it certainly
I
did.
bet it did.
My goodness. Woo.
And then the stock market crashed in 2008.
Yeah.
And then it soared until March of this year. Got to over 30,000.
Mhm.
Then in a month it dropped to 18,000. So, but it isn't this. What is the stock market? It's a boys' club, basically.
Yes.
By lazy people.
Collateral, cattle market.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Chattel.
And now you guys have learned that there's not even cause for the planets, except we have zillions learning. Zillion. Do you know what the zillion is?
No.
I don't either. It's just a huge number.
That's a first.
So not even Soros knows.
It's so ridiculous. Talking about a super cycle is a huge, what I really care about is right now, today, not even tomorrow. So you go from right now to a week, a month, a year, 10 years, 100 years.
Don't say zillion years, Peter.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
Don't say it.
They all mean the same thing. Only thing that really matters is return to quantum and write down.
Yes. No planning tomorrow. It will change.
Yeah, it's just have fun, be happy, grow your skills, right? Grow yourself, and realize there's no gaps. Realize there's no digital. There's no sampling rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's profound. There's no gaps. That's really profound.
Right.
It's huge.
It's unlikely. And
Today, a lot of people are redefining who we are. I found out yesterday that I may not be able to go back to work as a massage therapist that I've been doing for 16 years. They are not prepared to open up and work with people.
right.
So I'm dealing with that. Who am I now? We shall see.
Well, but then there's the flip side. You're quantum. You are past the threshold. You are one of the 33. That's amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So all of you, all 33 of you, are absolutely amazing. Now, let's go to the 8 levels. Have you noticed the little numbers that all of a sudden are there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you got 0, right? So the 1 through 8, 0 is 1. 2 is gossip. It's 14. 3 is words. That's the 38. Participation is 100. If you take 100 and divide it by 38, if you use the exact numbers rather than what I'm showing there, you would get 1.618. You get 1.63. Close enough. But then you go to something new to you. And you balance. Right?
Yeah.
Now you're 200. And then you achieve that balance. And you just go back and forth between new, which you have a compass, news, right? North, south, east, west. So new, you have balance, and then you keep going. And you learn. And then all of a sudden, mastery, which is beyond numbers. So everything that's there. Now, what practically does that mean? For example, it means looking at a video recording is a 38. Being part of that video recording is a 262. It's a 2.6 times more valuable to you in your growth. So seeing a picture is great. It's a 38, but participating in the gathering of humans that create that picture is huge.
Yes.
So those that are waiting and see the picture are saying, okay, I'm dramatically reducing the effectiveness of the experience.
Yes. That's profound. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Now I understand. I was trying to figure out what these numbers and couldn't. I was close. I was using the golden ratio and trying to have to do something with that.
Yeah, just take one and divide by one different.
Yeah. Yes.
And your 38 is great. It's a heck of a lot better than 0. But nowhere near as great as participating, which is 100.
Yeah. Wow.
So returning to quantum is really, it's so simple, but it's so exact. There aren't any errors. And when you have 3 different egos and a trickster and 1,000 truths and planets, where are you going to put your attention? How do you know how they're all used? And now you've just been told you don't even need planets.
If we don't need planets, does that mean that planets, the planetary influences don't affect us?
No, they'll affect them. They'll affect you, but you can master them.
Yes.
The rest of the zillions, they're going to get. Do you know that they have full moons and new moons and quarter moons and 3/4 moons and lots of sun and hardly any sun and planet Jupiter conjunct something or Jupiter
Yes, digital,
Yes.
digital, Peter.
all that adds to your experience in the environment of needing planets. And
It's
so,
more,
pardon me?
it's more digital, isn't it? That way.
Very.
Unnecessary details.
And necessary details. But you guys, with the quantum threshold, are now going to the 2. Right? 1, 2.
Yes.
1, 2. 1, 2. That's how we do things.
Party time, I say. Yes.
Yeah, but isn't 1, 2 digital, Peter? Is 1, 2 digital?
No, it's simple because you don't even have to talk about what you're going to do. You just know. You just, because we're all one.
Yes.
And when you return to quantum, you're all one without all the training wheels. And you get together and things can happen so fast. I mean, I was on a track of needing about a month before I would get all of those uncapitalized letters. And Noreen got to the point of being able to help. And without any choice, we had all of them, too many of them, in one day. And he'd come up with a bunch, and then I'd come up. And he, and then I. And in less than a day, was a Sunday, it was done.
You got the exact recipe.
Well, it's beyond recipe. That's a good way of saying it, Gal. It was beyond recipe. We just plain did it, and it was a 1-2 of quantity.
It's spontaneous and flow.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And took less than a day.
Right.
Would have taken me about a month by myself.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
And you were ready. We're ready.
Readiness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, that readiness.
Cool.
You never have mastery until after you're ready.
Mm-hmm. Is that looking in the rearview mirror?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, right. That's, in other words, you can be ready. And readiness isn't going to go until the readiness for a group of us to be in mastery. So we might be ready, but there's somebody that isn't quite ready yet. We just wait. Now, we have a group, 33. So, based on how things are right now, we're waiting for each other.
Say that again, please.
What does that mean?
We're waiting for each other in readiness.
Well, it just is. It's one of those things that you hold deeply. And you don't mind because there is no time.
Yeah.
So what if we're waiting for part of us? Are you going to behave differently? No. You're going to behave the same. It's like you graduate one at a time. You all take your hat, take the tassel, move it from the right to the left. And left, by the way, is love. Right is light. You're smart enough. And then left is love. You're loving them positive enough. Even that is the way it should be. So in a sense, you could think of your class of 33. And each day, we get better and better and better. Each day, we get further away from our falsehoods. Each day, we get more and more returned to quantum.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
There is no time. let's go back, way back before the quickening. Quantum singularity and I used to check each time. And we would say, nope, not quick enough. We did this for like 200 times. It was a lot. So we would finish super cycle and we would check, and quickening isn't good enough. So we wait. And then we did that for about 200 super cycles. And then all of a sudden, quickening got involved. And a 1 and a 2, 2 ones, really, because we're all 1, said, let's go. And so for 5 super cycles, that's all we did. Or the Dad, Harry, Maureen, Alex, I picked that because it's U4 in my screen right now. And we just kept going. And then 5,000 super cycles later, we added 1 word. Multiples. That's it. 1 word. And that's kept us busy for 9,500 super cycles. 1 word. And now, there's a class of 33 ones who have returned. And we don't even need planets. And will each of us want the same? None of us will. We'll all be different. We're all unique. We don't need planets. Can we do all that? Of course. Yes. Will we do all that? Of course. But that's not what we're doing. We're being quantum because we've returned. So when you look at the total, it's 14,500 super cycles. We don't asymptote for another 29 and a half super cycles. And because it's an asymptote, it will never touch. And because there's zillions out there training, there's there'll be the 33 of us plus others. But what about the rest of the zillions? Who knows? Yeah. But we'll all be in a position to help. Yeah. So, any questions? I just noticed for
It's funny that you didn't, like all those super cycles ago, Peter. All those super cycles ago. You didn't want words, did you? And the first word was multiples. Just reflecting upon that.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's like everything we need is now. It's on the website, and now what's Who knows? But everybody's going to benefit. And who knows how we'll combine. Nobody. It's all part of the fun and the happiness. And knowing we're beyond the planets. We're beyond the 1,000 universes. Just keep practicing. And that's all that really matters. Is that and the balance. Practice and balance, practice and balance. Really boils down to those 2 words. And the compass, what's a compass do? Compass allows you to navigate the forest, or navigate the land, or navigate the universe, or navigate interconnect, or navigate truth. You don't have to. You already know it. Now it's simply a matter of applying. And every day is fun. There's no script. There's your fun. There's your happiness. There are your skills. There is your person.
Growing.
Right. Grow. Exactly. And then there's quantum analog, which is basically at the same time. All happening now. And it will continue to happen now. So what is changing? Well, you've had more happiness. You've had more growth. Your skills are deeper because you kept practicing. Even though you're at the bottom, you keep practicing, you're going to make a new bottom. So, and you know it's all happening at the same time, which you knew as of 14,500 super seconds ago. You didn't know anything before that.
Hey, shall we sing to Erica today?
Pardon me?
Oh, okay.
Is she on?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
I haven't
Yes,
seen you, Erica.
we can
Yes.
hear you.
I don't see you, but I hear you.
I'm here. I don't know what's
Yay,
wrong.
happy
My screen
birthday.
is frozen.
Yeah, happy birthday, Erica, whenever
Thank
it is.
you.
Well,
Is
let's
it
sing.
today?
All right.
Let's
It
sing.
is today.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday, Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha.
Thank you. That was quite beautiful.
I could see loads of faces when everybody was singing.
Yes, it moves around.
Peter,
How old are you?
yeah.
64. When I'm 64.
So, this is a record for the participants. Yay.
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 Hooray, hooray.
Party time.
Benefit
Yes.
is enormous, and we will come together again next Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
Thank
Peter.
you.
Have a great
Thank you,
weekend.
everybody.
Happy
Yeah.
weekend.
I
Love you. Thank you,
Love you.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Big hug.
Start the hang up.
See you next week.
Party time.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.